Hello, Stampin' friends. Welcome, welcome. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica, and thank you for joining me. It is 11:33 a.m. on Eastern Time on June 25th, 2026, and I'm here for part 2 of my class, my Pretty Party Kit class. I'm trying to share the video on my other group, but it's not letting me. There you go. So if you're watching me, you can join me in my group. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the loud noise. I just hit my something that was on the floor. If you're popping on, let me know. Say hi. Let me know that you're watching, even if it is on the replay, and I am thanking you for being here. Okay, so let me see, I'm centered, yes. What I wanted to do today is do part 2 of the class of my Pretty Party Kit class, alternatives. Okay, so we are focusing on the beautiful, fun kit, one of the all-inclusive kits that Stampin' Up! Is offering. It's called all-inclusive because it has a stamp set, it has an ink spot, it has the block, embellishments, a full sheet of dimensionals, and you can see it under there, mini glue dots, so that you can create the cards as designed by Stampin' Up! And these are the 3 samples that you can make. So you can make a total of 9 cards. Today, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday as 2 alternatives. And today I'm going to make 2 alternatives extra. So what we're using for this card are using elements from the kit. Okay, part of them, some of them. But you'll have enough to complete the other 6 cards, because we're using 1 each of the card fronts. Okay, so that is that. Now you have your envelopes that you can stamp if you want to. You can decorate however you like. What you're gonna get from me in this class is the entire kit, okay, with everything that is inside. You'll get a few yards of the gold ribbon. You'll get half a pack of the rhinestone jewels, embellishments, and a PDF. So the PDF, if you register for the class, the PDF is included in the class itself. So the PDF will have the 4 alternative projects. If you already have this and you want to do it on your own, you can purchase the PDF on its own. And in the registration link, you have the option. Okay, the cost of the class will be, it is $47 shipped to your door. I will put everything inside this. Well, let's do back. The kit will come all cello bagged. Let me find one, if I have one, like a sample. Oh, here I have one. So it will come like this. I am not gonna open this, okay? And then I'll put what is needed for each card separate in a little envelope, so that you just take it out in a clear envelope. But you take it out and then you open it up, and then you card. You will have to open this, use the ink spot if you want to, and use the stamp set, obviously, and use the card bases inside. Okay, I hope that is clear. So that is what this class entails. This class was the one that we designed for the class in Zoom bingo. It was fun. If you missed it, I hope you're going to join us for the next one that we're going to offer. So make sure to stay tuned, because it was fun. It was fun. Okay, so let me show you what we did yesterday. yesterday we made this card. Okay, this was one of the alternatives, and we made this card. Okay, so these are the one that will be in the tutorial. Exactly. So these are the samples on the tutorial. I'm going to show you what I did extra. In this one, I just added a ribbon, a bow, because I already had a masculine. I wanted to make it feminine. Okay. And then inside, I stamped, put this, and added a little element from the kit instead of like this. So you have that. For this one, what did I do? The only difference is the way I cut the strip inside. So it's one whole one instead of being two. Okay, that is all. That's the only difference on this card right here. Okay, so these are the first two. And now today I'm going to show you two more that will be kind of fun fold, a little bit more stepped up. Okay, so let me see, which one am I going to use first? Let's do this one. So we already used this card base, so I can put it away. And I'm going to use this. Okay, so this is the card base that will go with this little packet. Okay, so that you know pretty much what to expect when you get your kit. Okay, let me just move everything so then I know what to do. I have room. What you will need from the kit is the card base. Okay, what else do we need? We need, let me grab the kit because I don't think I have it out here. When you open it, where did I put my extra? Did I take it out? Did I not? Oh, here, it's already out. So this is also part of the kit. And as you see, I used that yesterday. So out of this, we are taking this big, huge balloon. Okay. There. So card base, balloon. And that is all that we need. I'm going to put everything away because I'm going to use extra stuff. You would need your ink spot or a regular size Cajun Craze ink pad and your stamp set that I showed you yesterday. I folded the little pamphlet, call it pamphlet, because this is in German and also in French. So I just turned it to the English and I put that. Okay, easy peasy. So this would be your fun fold. Measurements would be all in the tutorial. Okay, so we're going to fold this. Let me grab my there. So this is that. Okay. This is your insert for the inside, and this is a layer. Okay. Now, I forgot. Out of the kit, we need a label. So let me use the old labels that I had out that I need to finish. Where did I put my labels? Hold on. Oh, here, my gall in front of my nose. So I wanted to finish part of what I already used from my previous kit. So you will need this label. So we're going to need these two. This is for the next two, for the next card. But out of that, we need this label like that. And put everything away for the time being. And you have also this little strip. Okay, let's grab our paper trimmer. And we are going to trim first in half. We're going to cut the card front in half. Okie dokie. There you go. This, I'm using, this is my card front, obviously, because I have that. And this would be for something else that I'm going to show you. But need this to be trimming it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to trim it, my 4 on this side. Okay, because I want the entire balloon on the other side. 4 and 5 1/4 is coming off the top because I want to keep all that. Okay, and save these because you never know. That is that. And then let me do also for the inside, you are going to trim, okay, and I wanted to follow my instructions because then I want to make sure that you guys have it correctly. So this is the back panel, and we need to cut it to 4 1/8. So let's trim it to 4 1/8. And I'm going to cut this one. So I want this to be 4 1/8, the width, okay? And then we're going to trim the top. The top part will be 3 1/8, okay? So this part will be 3 1/8, set it aside. And the bottom part will be 2 1/8. And I am going to cut off the bottom part, 2 1/8, right? Yes. Okie dokie. So there we go. We're going to set those aside. Everything is specified in the tutorial, just in case I wanted to follow. Now, let's work on this. Now we are going to glue this panel, layer these two together. This is easy peasy. We're gonna layer this to the Flirty Flamingo. That is one of the colors listed in the instructions. Okay, and this will have a 1/8 of an inch all around. Okay, that is done. We are going to grab this strip, and to make things easier, I decided to do it this way. The ribbon will be, you can wrap it around if you want, but this is easier, and it will also be easier for you as well, I think. There and there. By the way, stay tuned because I have more announcements of what's coming up. I'm going to show you again my card class. That is the class to go that I showed you yesterday. So that is that. And I am going to secure the back of the ribbon with dimensionals. Like that. Okay, so now let's do a bit of creating the card. So this part, obviously we want this to be flapping, right? So we are going to glue this, and I personally will use dimensionals because I love dimensionals. You have enough. Hi, Erin. This is the first card that I'm showing. Yes, you are right on time. This is the first card. So I'm using my dimensionals because, as you know, I love my dimensional. And just to make sure that I am not gluing it in the wrong place, I'm just going to put it right there because I know. And then to make sure that this will be secured, okay, I'm going to put it down like such. So I am gluing the top panel, the panel to the top flap, okay? You've seen this this fun fold plenty of times, okay? And so you can do it this way because it doesn't really matter, because as long as you have the corners and the sides looking the same, everything else will be looking the same. And there you go. Now, this will be going glued to the middle. Let me see. Yes, so this, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put one dimensional here as well. And the reason why I'm doing this, putting this strip, is because I don't like to see the seam. I don't know if you can see it there. I want to hide the seam of, you know, the fun fold. And I'm just going to put it flush there, okay? Now I'm going to take my big balloon, and the big balloon is going to go over here. And I don't need to put any dimensionals here, but I'm going to put a bunch, not a bunch. You just need 1, 2, and then here at the bottom, okay? Right? Hope you enjoyed your walk. It's nice to be outside. Today is a perfect day because it's not too hot. And we're going to just put it over the big balloon. Voila. Easy peasy. Okay. Now, let's stamp. Oh, this has the technique that I forgot to mention. So the inside, we're going to wait. For the front, you're going to take the label and you're going to be stamping "It's time to celebrate." Okay. And then we're going to do a little bit of technique for the inside. So finish the front like that, easy peasy. Okay, and guess what? I'm going to put dimensionals behind this just because I can, right? Okie dokie. So using some of the elements from the kit, but then also adding extra and make it, you know, pop up a bit. There you go. So now I have this. And the reason why I like to do it this way is because I can tie my bow and I don't have to worry about sliding it. You know, maybe it's not tight enough. So this way I know that the ends in the back are secured. And there you go. A nice bow. Gonna trim on this side. Voila. Then we can adjust the ears there, whatever, and then make it more symmetrical. Ta-da! There you go. To finish the front, we're going to grab the embellishments right here, and I'm just going to use whatever I have. Remember, you get a half a pack of this in the class, and you can make good. Yeah, it's always good. Fresh air is always good. So I am going to put, you can embellish yours however you like it, okay? I'm just using these small ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to put a medium right there. So this is your card front, okay? Easy peasy. Now let's work on the inside. Remember the 2 panels that we cut, okay? This will be going here, and it fits with 1/8, and then this is going here. So we have a somewhat continuation, and this is the right, yes, because you can see there. Let me see, because I made a note to myself. Yeah, okay. So I am going to glue this one down. And then if you want, you can create a little pocket if you wanted to. But I tried on this one. It's not going to be big enough. But it might be something that you can put here. You could just cut a little bit of a notch and put something right there if you want to, or this could be your pocket right there. Just move your dimensionals. So a variety of options for this card, okay? So it can be made like this, like that. So now let's work on this panel. And this is what we need. For the inside, we need, let me grab it here. Okay, we are stamping a set of balloons down. Okay, my balloons. Don't press too hard. We're gonna stamp the balloons right there. Then you're gonna take a sticky note, okay? The part that is sticky, you can do it, I'm doing it this way, and you're gonna stamp it on there, okay? Then we are going to trim it. These scissors don't cut that well. Let me grab these. Maybe they're better. And yeah. So we need a little bit of a tacky. And just to make sure, you're going to go around and cut it roughly. Okay. As long as you have a little bit of a tackiness in the sticky note, because we're going to do a little bit of masking. Okay. Sticky. Okay, let's see. Oh, I could have used my other mask, but I wanted you to see. Okay, and this part, it doesn't have to be that precise. Okay, let's see if it works. Now something fell. I hope it's nothing that I need. So now you're gonna put this on here. Okay, we're going to ink, and we are going to, you can move it if you want to. I'm gonna do it this way. And ta-da! You have another set of balloons. Got it? And you can make it however you like it. So this is a little bit of a technique, a masking technique for you. Now, remember these strips that I cut? I'm gonna use this there. But in my sample, I also stamped congratulations. So it's the reverse of one of the cards that I did yesterday. So I am going to put my congratulations right there. I'm gonna take which one of these? Oh, this. It's already cut. So I'm gonna do it like, look, perfect. I'm gonna put this one on like such, because I like color. And if you want it, you could do two if you want to. Attach one to another. But I'm going to leave it like so because it's easy peasy, already done. Need to trim this a bit. And off we go. And that's what's going inside the card. Okay. Like that. Oh, I know what I meant. But if I did it this way, it wouldn't been the same. Okay, so this is the card. I was thinking of using the same, but I cut it off from the bottom. Okay, so this is the card. Ta-da! Easy peasy, right? And this is my original. Came about the same. And voila. Okie dokie. Now let's move on to the other card. And for the other card, these are the supplies that you will have in your kit. There are these. These are the pieces, the cardstock pieces. Okay, so this, and this. Measurements and everything will be specified in the tutorial. There you go. What you need to add, you're gonna take this card base from the kit. What else do we need? You're going to grab your banners. We need these two banners here. 1 and 1. There, I can throw that. And then out of the kit that I already used yesterday, we need this balloon. Got it? Okay, so now let's put everything away like such. Let me just grab, because I have measurements here. So I remember. Okay, so what we need to do, let's work on this part. Let's work on this part, and we need our paper trimmer. Okay, this time we are keeping the card base all together. Okay, so this measures 5.5 by 8.5, and we need to trim it down to 5.25, okay, by 8. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Which side do we want to? We're gonna trim it off of this because, oh, I also forgot that we need extra balloons. We need extra balloons. Where's my sample so I know I can see it? Yes, we need the extra balloon. So out of the other one, because we already used one, out of the other, we're going to take out this, okay? Voila, these balloons. And so because these balloons will fit right here, okay, and not here, you see what I'm saying? We're going to trim it on this side. So we're going to flip it around, and we're going to, this measures 5.5. We're going to do it at 5.25. Voila. Okay. Let's keep that. Now this is 8.5. We're going to trim to make it to 8. So we're going to cut 1/4 inch on one side, right? Because this is scored. So if you want to make it simple, we're going to fold it, okay? And I think this is simple. And we're going to put it in our trimmer and cut it down to 4. Remember, you're cutting the opening. Voila. So the measurements of this comes out to be 5.25 by 4. That's what we need, but we need everything. Got it? Hope this is clear. Now, on this side of your panel, we're going to flip it around, and I'm using a small circle punch. I'm using a 1-inch punch to create a little tab, only to the front, and we are going to eyeball it kind of in the center. Hope you can see it. There we go. That is all that we need to do. oh yeah, not too bad. Now we're gonna need liquid glue, okay, multi-purpose liquid glue, and we are creating a pocket. So we're gonna put adhesive only on this side and this side. Got it? And has to be a very thin line. Let me grab my silicone mat here. Now, it can be whatever, but I suggest a very thin line around the edges. I'm already sticking. I don't know why. A thin line of liquid glue. If you want, you can use tear and tape, but that is a little bit wider. It doesn't matter as long as before you do anything, you measure the insert, okay? So right now, I am going to be messy and do this. I'm gonna create the pocket right there. Okie dokie, and while this is drying, we're stamping. We're taking these banners that will go this way, okay? We're taking birthday wishes that are from the stamp set, and we're gonna stamp birthday on the one that goes that way. And you can stamp it however you want it. Like that. And then we're gonna stamp wishes on the one that goes like this. Okay? Then onto the inside, we have to wait because we need to figure out if our insert will fit in our card. Okay, so let's say, let me just take this little piece because I want it to dry. I don't want to put my fingers in there, and I want to make sure that this is all dried. I'm speeding up the process here, okay? Okay, what you need to make sure, so we have two pieces here of secrecy. This will be your card base, and this is the insert. So I want to make sure that when I put this one in, it goes all the way in. If it's not, okay, if you find it that is, you know, you need to push a little, you can trim it, and we can do so, but I'm going to leave the measurements as is in the tutorial for you. Then you'll do your own trimming. So I'm just going to cut off a little shim here. And if I don't like it, a little bit, maybe not even 1/8 of an inch, just trim it out. And I will have to do the same for the insert. And now it goes in a little bit better, okay? So now I'm gonna take the insert, the white, and I'm gonna do the same, cut the same amount. It's not even 1/8 of an inch. Okay? And voila. And that is all. So this is a step that you will have to check on your own depending how much adhesive you're putting in, okay? Hold on, I have something there. Okay. There we go. So now we can work on the insert, and it fits beautifully. Our insert, we're gonna use what we cut out from our card front, and we're going to stamp. So this is what it's going to look like. This is going to go down here. This balloon is going to be at the top right there. And now I'm going to grab my It's Time to Celebrate again. And before I glue anything, I want to stamp, because if I mess up, I can always flip it, right? Okay, so now I can glue this one down. Make it go down like that. Voila. Line it up. Like such. Trim it. This one needs a little bit of extra adhesive there, just at the bottom. This balloon is going to go on with, guess what? Dimensionals. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to put it up flush to the top. And there you go. So this is your insert. That will go glued down to this. Then you can put a gift card inside if you wanted to. You could do whatever. And you have room for your greeting there. Okay, so this is what is going to go inside here. Voila. There you go. Fits perfectly inside, and there you have it. Now let's embellish the front. We are going to add these 2 balloons to the front with dimensionals, of course, because we can. Okay. And then gonna put it right on top of the other one. There you go. Then we're gonna do a bow, a faux bow, and I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive there, and then do a faux bow like such. Okay, and that's gonna be stuck right there. We're going to secure it with a little bit of, let me hold it there, a little strip of dimensionals, because these served for 2 reasons: securing the ribbon and my labels. So my birthday is going to go right here. Okay, and I am going to do it this way, put it down, and then trim it. Voila. Okay, and then if I need to add an extra to balance it out, I can now, as long as you don't see it sticking to my hand. And then wishes, we're going to do the same. And it's going to be like that. I'm going to attach it, making sure that everything is flush there. And voila. And now, let me take this one out just to make sure I'm not going to cut that. And trim. Okay. That is that. That goes inside. Voila. Birthday wishes. Let me trim this one a bit. Let me add a little bit of the embellishments here. And we can do here. We can do here. We're going to do one up there. And then we're going to do one here and one there. Okay, and now I'm going to put this one on here. And we have a pocket card. Okie dokie. Now, let me do it this way. It's easier. We usually don't say to put in here, but I don't want to smush everything. So I'm just gonna put everything down. And voila, you have your card. Isn't this cutie patootie? Then you open it like this. It comes out. It's time to celebrate. So this is one card. Then where is the other one that I made? This is the other one that I made. And then yesterday we made this card with this alternative. So one or the other, it's up to you, but you get only one. And then we have this one right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are the cards in your kit. Let me just do it this way. Okay, so these will be the cards in your kit that you'll get to make with the extra stuff that I'm adding there. What do you think? Okay, so this is your class. Remember, you're gonna get half a pack, the entire kit, half a pack of your rhinestones, and a few yards of the ribbon, so you'll have enough to make the card. And the secret is not to wrap all this one around, but to make it easier when you tie faux bow, a bow, and then you can add the bow to your card if you want to. That's it. So the registration will close on July 1st for this class. It is $47 shipped to your door. Okay, you get the kit, you get the little goodie bag, and you get the 4 extra supplies to recreate the card. This will be die cut for you. These will be die cut. Where is that? This will be included in there, and everything else that is not in the kit will be included. Okay, so this is one. Okay, don't forget the link to the registration for the registration will be at the top of the video. And then I want to remind you of my mega class. Watch out for another email. This is the mega class that will have half a pack of this beautiful paper. You will have half a pack each of these 4 mix and match ephemera packs. Okay, you will have enough to make 18 cards, and this is what is going to be left for you. Then you can create on your own. You'll have a full pack of rhinestones, a full bolt of this secrecy ribbon, a full pack of dimensionals, the supplies to make 18 cards. What I will do is cut the card fronts, emboss the panels, everything else. If I add an extra label, but I did not do that. So it's everything would be, oops, this one went out of the, let me fix it right there. So anything that is not in the kit will be provided. You will have to cut your designer series paper, okay, based on the tutorial. And the tutorial will be pretty simple. As I said, you'll get the picture and you'll get the measurements to cut the designer series paper. In mine, I have not put the insert yet, but you will receive it. You have 3 fun folds. This is the simple one. Then where's the other one? You have a gatefold, and then and you'll have, this is the gatefold using the elements in there, and then I have, where's the other one? It's hitting another fun fold. That would be this. Okay, obviously inside you'll put. And then you have designer series paper. You can add the designer series paper to the white panel that I will include. So it will be, I mean, you can embellish it however you want. Registration for this class will close on July 10th. Okay, the cost is $75 shipped to your door. You will get 6 sheets of 12 by 12. I'm not cutting it this way. I think it's better to have the entire sheet. Shipped to your door, $75, or if you want to pick up, it is $68, and you have the option to select it at the when you register for the class. I plan to mail everything as registrations come in. I already have a few of these because I could pre-order them because of cash and carry. The rest will be ordered as orders come in or registration come in, and then I'll start cutting and putting stuff in the mail. But the last time, my idea is to have everything mailed the week of the 20th. Okay, so if you need it, register. I think you need it. This class is fun. I could not stop designing, so I stopped at 18, but I could have made easily at least 20 cards, at least, with what I had left, okay? Then you can just play around. And this paper, the coordinating colors are Bubble Bath, Crumb Cake, Darling Duckling, Lost Lagoon, and Misty Moonlight. But you can mix and match. I used the Barely Blush color. I used Pool Party. I used Secrecy. So you can use whatever you want to finish and use the pack. Okay, so that is the other one. What's coming up? I'm just going to show you this paper. What it's going to tell you is that I'm going to do a Christmas in July stamp camp. It will be to go and in person. If you liked my Pooh and Friends mega class, you want to register for this. This is one of the online exclusives that are coming out on July 1st for customers. Demonstrator had a chance to pre-order. And actually this pack, I got it free during the incentive trip. And what else do I need to tell you? That next week, from the 29th, Monday through Friday, I will come on every day for the online exclusive kickoff week with one project each day, like I did for the catalog, with daily giveaways and a Philo grand prize and the option for you to earn the class for free with a qualifying order. Plus, I'm starting my Costa Rica push. So I like to reward those that support me. And so there was going to be an extra special online, ordering special. Okay. That is all that I have to tell you. I will come on Sunday to do a little recap. In the meantime, thank you so much for being here. If you are watching this live, thank you for being here. If you're watching, stumbling on my video, and watching the replay, let me know. Say, I watched your replay, and I will really appreciate it. Hello, Louise. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, that is all that I have for now. Watch for the links at the top of this video for these 2 classes. And then I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.